this is the first, likely to be the first of a series of land sales to happen in and around the new Great Wall MRT station. The government has been very strategic to launch all these plots only after the MRT has opened. And here are my top 3 picks of the GLSs in 2024. And for pick number 1, it's going to be the Zion Road Parcel A. So this is likely to be a residential development with commercial at level 1, so think like Piccadilly Grand, that sort. Not exactly a full integrated development with a mall below, but what's exciting is the fact that there's going to be a 1,170 units, perhaps the single biggest development in terms of number of units, right, in and around the River Valley area and connected to Havelock MRT. And it's going to be walking distance to Great Wall City. While it's not Great Wall MRT, but you note this distance not too far off, right? It's going to be just one bus stop down to Great Wall City. If you are already on site, this is actually a very short walk, very good distance. It's actually quite nice, close to the amenities over here, not too far from Tiong Bahru as well. So in terms of actual stay, right, while, you know, I'm not so sure about if those two atas, a bit snobbish people would think that, hey, well, this is a bit close to the HDB, right? But to me, I actually do think this is a lot more convenient as compared to, let's say, you go a bit further up into the Martin area. Of course, more atas lah, right? Not so close to the HDBs and whatnot, but, you know, to each his own, right? But why did I pick this as one of the exciting sites that have my attention, that I'll pay attention to? This is the first, likely to be the first of a series of land sales to happen in and around the new Great Wall MRT station. The government has been very strategic to launch all these plots only after the MRT has opened. This definitely is going to be more popular than this plot that's also up for sale, primarily because this one, it's very thin and north-south orientation, so it's going to be very tough for the developers to build. If they build this way, everything is east-west, it's going to be terrible. If not, they have to build like that. It's a bit tricky, okay? This will be more popular. Again, the government very smart to sell this one first before selling this one, because this one is easier to build, north-south orientation, okay? And if you zoom out a little bit, they will likely sell these plots first before activating the land for sale over here. Here we have the Irwell Hill, but here is an empty plot with the international school moving out. There's plenty of plots around here as well. So they're going to wait for all these plots to sell finish, then they slowly start to launch here. I've talked about this almost 1.5 years back when I was analyzing the River Valley area. I actually preempted this from happening. I could find that link and put it down into the description or somewhere in this video, but you know, very clear what the government's intentions are. And next up, right, would be all these plots that will be close to like 4,000, 5,000 PSF already. I do expect these ones to come in at 3,000 plus PSF already, and then this one will then come in at 4,000 plus, considering its walking distance to Ion Orchard. Pick number 2 will be the Holland Drive plot. This one beside the newly TOP One Holland Village, right? And One Holland Village Residences that's going to TOP, I believe, sometime next year. And so this one is going to 680 units. When One Holland Village first launched, take-up rate was not very good lah, because of the price point that Far East priced it at. But you know what? Till today, still pretty much fully sold already. And if you compare the prices with the launches in and around the market right now, it actually do look like it's not that bad a deal after all. And what I think might happen, I believe Far East may put in a bid over here so that they sort of have a monopoly over the Holland Village area, and so merge it a little bit quite nicely. And if Far East wins that, then you don't expect the plot to be sold for cheap already. I mean, I do think this will be quite a hotly contested site, but then I think if Far East wins, then all the more you're not gonna get it for cheap anymore. And the third one would be the Bayshore plot, the first residential plot to be launched in the whole new Bayshore precinct. While this is not a confirmed site, it's under reserve site, the word on the street and the experts' opinion is that this will then be triggered quite soon. They predict it, right? So, you know, this one will be very popular. Why? Because number one, sea facing, sea view. And if you look over here, the most immediate previous launch in this vicinity was actually Seaside Residences. And for those of you who follow the channel, you know we reference Seaside Residences quite a bit, and especially because how profitable they were. And now this Bayshore plot a bit further down the road, similarly sea view, albeit Seaside, District 15, this is District 16, but this is smack in the middle of a future transformation as well. A lot of HDBs coming up. And just one MRT stop down. Not a lot of people know about this, but this color means it's going to be an integrated development over here. And that's really then going to bring up the attention and bring up the liveliness of this whole area, because if not, in the absence of which actually there's a bit of a lack of amenities for an area with so much residential units lah. But yeah, exciting times beckons also for the Bayshore area.